Victims climbing through twisted metal and new surveillance from before the crash. Our reporting tonight on the engineer. The deadly police shooting, this time a 6-year-old is killed. Marshals firing at an SUV. The boy with autism was in the passenger seat. At this hour, the new hurricane brewing. It could affect the U.S. and the major storm system, blinding rain in the east. Donald Trump tonight, sources inside his campaign now saying he was prepped for the first debate, but did not execute the plan. And the stunning moment here, third-party candidate Gary Johnson asked a simple question. You will hear how he answered. And the so-called Gone Girl case, the couple once accused of lying. Tonight here, the new twist.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and we begin tonight with that horrific crash right at the height of rush hour. That train crashing with no warning. Passengers say it didn't even slow down. It happened at the Hoboken station in New Jersey, right across the Hudson River here in New York City. The chaos after the crash, dazed passengers making their way out, walking away from the wreckage. Train workers leading them through wires and fallen beams. First responders rushing to the scene. More than 100 people were injured, at least one person dead. ABC's Wjla Benitez is on the scene in Hoboken.
Tonight, that rush hour horror. These are the terrifying first images of the mangled mess inside the train station. The packed commuter train speeding through the barriers and crashing into the station. Debris and wires everywhere. Passengers stunned. 7:23 this morning, train number 1614 carrying 250 passengers leaving Spring Valley, New York. This video of the train shows it heading south toward the Hoboken station, where thousands of New York City commuters pass every morning. As it approached the busy station, the train never slowed down.
The train is going to slow down, and I did.
The emergency calls began.
We got multiple walking wounded. We got serious structural damage.
Employee Michael Larson watched it all feet from the station.
It went through the air 40 feet and the train flying into the depot. I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Others simply hearing the crash.
All of a sudden I was on a chalkboard.
Those first images, the first car badly damaged. One by one through a window.
I saw a couple gentlemen bleeding, and some people couldn't walk. The conductor himself, he had blood all over his face and his clothing.
On the scene, assessing damage. Further down, peering into the train windows, looking for more survivors, some still stuck inside.
We ran over, and there were a lot of people kicking out windows, trying to exit the train.
Omar Mamoon was inside the train.
It was shaking side to side and the lights went out. People were falling on top of each other.
Right outside, the chaos. Police racing into the terminal as firefighters triage the injured sitting on the street. Ambulances racing to the scene. Paramedics with stretchers and wheelchairs loading dozens in, treating the more than 100 injured, some of them critically. The train's engineer, Thomas Gallagher, among those rushed to the hospital. Tonight, he's been treated and released. Many of those injured were on the platform, including one woman, 34-year-old Fabiola Bitar de Kroon from Hoboken, who lost her life after being struck by flying debris.
Might be just waiting for the train?
Probably got hit by the debris. That's probably what happened, because there was debris. I'm talking about iron metal all over the place. You just heard kaboom, and everything just went down. Your body just shook. I swear, it sounded like a bomb.
Just a terrible scene this morning, and Gio is with us live from Hoboken tonight. And Gio, the injured, so many still in the hospital. How are they doing?
That's right, David. Well, many of those people were seriously injured. They've been in and out of surgery all day long. The good news right now is that they are all expected to survive, David.
All right, that is good news. Wjla Benitez leading us off. Gio, thank you. That building right behind you, they are so damaged that investigators have been unable to get in to look at parts of the train. We are also learning more about the engineer. And this central question tonight, why was there no emergency system that kicked in to stop the train? ABC's David Curley on that part of the story tonight.
The destruction in the station, the crushed rail cars, a lack of braking, according to witnesses, all indicating the transit train entered the station too fast.
The train had just plowed through whatever barrier was at the end of the track.
It was just chaos. People were running every way.
The question tonight, why? Trains approaching Hoboken, a dead-end station, must slow to traverse a maze of rail lines before the final slow-speed straightaway into the station. But this train may have been traveling 30 miles an hour, according to accounts. Slammed first stop, launching it into the air and crushing into a waiting area room wall. The 48-year-old engineer is said to be cooperating. Investigators will want to know if there was a mechanical problem with the train, or was the engineer distracted? Did he have a medical issue? And while unlikely, foul play has not been ruled out. New Jersey Transit Rail, like all railroads, was ordered back in 2008 to install positive train control.
Hear that alarm? I had to put the brake on.
Computers and sensors can be installed all the way into the station and take over a speeding or dangerous train.
If the human error happens, it will take control of the train away from the locomotive engineer and bring the train to a stop.
Amtrak has installed PTC on most of the Northeast Corridor after that 2015 Amtrak train derailment near Philadelphia. 8 people died. Speed was also a factor in 2011, a Mother's Day commuter train crash at another Hoboken station, which left dozens injured. Despite the ability to prevent accidents, railroads have been slow to adopt PTC and its automatic braking. As of July, New Jersey Transit reported that not one of its trains, none of its tracks, has the system. If this train had positive train control all the way into the station, could this accident have been avoided?
The NTSB has been recommending positive train control, or PTC, for 40 years. So we will look at that.
People are going to be so frustrated to hear that system does not exist on that train and so many others. David Curley also live on the scene tonight. And David, those data recorders so crucial, they're still hoping to get to them tonight?
They do hope to recover the event data recorder tonight, David, as well as the video from 2 cameras on that train. But the canopy collapsed. It has asbestos in it. That could slow them getting into the cars and moving this investigation forward, David.
David Curley on the scene for us tonight. David, thank you. In the meantime, we turn next to a deadly police shooting tonight. This time, a 6-year-old boy with autism is now dead. 2 deputy marshals are facing charges for firing at an SUV after a 2-mile chase. In the passenger seat, that 6-year-old boy who did not survive. The state police chief now calling the video the most disturbing thing he's seen. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
The public is now getting its first look at this graphic video from a police body camera that captures 2 deputy city marshals firing at this car, killing 6-year-old Jeremy Martis and critically wounding his father, Christopher Few.
I never saw a kid before me.
The footage from Louisiana last November is now evidence in the murder cases against the 2 deputies, Derek Stafford and Norris Greenhouse Jr. The first grader, who was autistic, was with his father when the SUV they were in was shot at multiple times by officers. It's still not clear why they were pursuing the car in the first place. The deputies begin shooting before the audio begins, but we see the officer shoot at Few while his hands are raised.
I don't know who I fired.
Defense attorneys argue Few drove recklessly while leading officers on a 2-mile chase and then rammed into Greenhouse's car. But neither testimony from a state detective nor the newly released video indicates evidence of that. Stafford and Greenhouse now await separate trials on second-degree murder and attempted second-degree murder charges. David?
Lindsay Davis tonight. Lindsay, thank you. We are also learning more tonight about that school shooting in South Carolina. Authorities say a teenager killing his father and then heading to the elementary school. And it turns out there were warning signs about the boy before. ABC's Steve Osinsami is there again tonight.
Police tell us that before the shooting at the school, the first tragic event was the shooting death of the teen's father at the family home. Then shortly before 1:45 p.m., they say the 14-year-old drove himself to Townville Elementary in this black pickup truck, where he crashed a fence and yelled that he hated his life as he shot wildly in the air with a handgun. A teacher and 2 students were wounded on the playground. Help arrives next. Firefighter Jamie Brock, a 30-year veteran, and Fire Chief Bill McAdams. McAdams says he had to tie a tourniquet around the leg of 6-year-old Jacob Hall, who's still fighting for his life tonight.
It can come to your community, it can come to your small town. You never know, and that's what happened to us yesterday.
Outside, firefighter Jamie Brock is unarmed and risks his own life when he tackles the teen. Tonight, he's avoiding the spotlight, saying in a statement that the true heroes of yesterday's senseless tragedy are the teachers. Because he's a minor, authorities are sharing little about the teenager in police custody. Many people here know his family well. We're told he had to be pulled out of public school years ago. In a statement of her own tonight, the teen's mother says she is shocked and saddened by the senseless actions of her son. David?
Steve, thank you. Next to the new hurricane brewing tonight, it could very well affect the U.S., and there is also a major storm hitting the east at this hour. Flash flood watches from the Midwest all the way to the Northeast. Heavy rain right there in Detroit, swamping roads, the flood threat through tomorrow night, we're told. And in Fayetteville, North Carolina tonight, a state of emergency, up to 10 inches of rain. So let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano live here in New York City tonight. Rob, good evening.
Good evening, David. Those two storms you just mentioned have only grown since last night. Radar shows the giant cutoff low now centered over Kentucky. New York on the fringes, but we're seeing heavy showers rotate from Michigan all the way down to the Carolinas. Still flood watches up through at least tomorrow, and now the winds are cranking along the Jersey and Delmarva coastlines. And here's Hurricane Matthew in the Caribbean, Category 1, forecast to strengthen as it turns north this weekend. Jamaica, Cuba, Haiti, and the Bahamas all in its path. As for the U.S. next week, well, it's just too soon to say with confidence at this point. David?
Rob Marciano tracking it all for us. Rob, thanks. We turn next here to major developments in the race for the White House. Tonight, some members of Donald Trump's team now saying he was prepped for that first debate, that he just didn't perform. ABC's Tom Yamas with the unusual criticism from within.
A senior campaign aide tells ABC News Donald Trump pulled his punches and lost his nerve in the first showdown with Hillary Clinton. But tonight, Trump himself blaming others.
Then I had to put up with the anchor and fight the anchor all the time on everything I said. What a rigged deal.
But the senior campaign source tells us Trump was ready for all the questions asked, blaming his performance on, quote, more a lack of execution than preparation. Still, days later, Trump defending his most damaging moments. From taxes.
She said, maybe you didn't pay taxes. Right. And I said, well, that would make me smart because tax is a big payment.
To that former Miss Universe he had work out in front of cameras, mocking her for gaining weight.
I saved her job because they wanted to fire her for putting on so much weight. And it is a beauty contest. You know, I mean, say what you want, Bill. I mean, they know what they're getting into. It's a beauty contest.
Today on The View, his campaign manager defending him.
Did you reprimand him for that and say to him, listen, why are you saying women are fat? Why are you calling women fat pigs? Did you say that to him?
Yes, I think it's beside the point. But hold on, that he gave that particular woman a second chance.
But Trump's many comments about women now drawing new scrutiny. The Daily Show uncovering this 2004 interview, Trump gushing over a 23-year-old female high school teacher arrested for having sex with a 14-year-old boy.
By the way, did you see what she looked like?
It's not bad.
Not bad? Yeah, I'd say so. So do you think this 14-year-old kid is scarred forever? He might have put the move on her. It might have given him confidence, actually.
And Tom Yamas with us from New Hampshire tonight. And Tom, your new reporting here that members of Donald Trump's own campaign say he was prepped for that first debate but didn't perform. This is very rare to hear from a campaign. What's going on here?
It is, David. Clearly there was frustration with some top aides. They said he was prepared. He just did not perform. They say there were several missed opportunities. He had the answers. He just didn't use them. Now, for the second time around, it's going to be a town hall format, and they're asking Donald Trump to practice in that format to make sure he can do better next time. David?
Tom Yamas reporting in again tonight. Tom, thank you. Meantime, there is increasing scrutiny tonight on a key third-party candidate, Gary Johnson, who so far has managed to get enough voters in the polls that he could affect the race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. But when asked a simple question last night, ABC's Cecilia Vega with the non-answer.
The first day of early voting in Iowa, and Hillary Clinton was right there.
Are you ready to go to the polls?
Lately, her campaign targeting those young voters supporting third-party candidates like Gary Johnson. But now, Johnson making Clinton's job easier.
Who's your favorite foreign leader?
Who's my favorite?
Just name anywhere in the country, any one of the continents, any country. Name one foreign leader that you respect and look up to. Anybody.
Johnson blanked.
I guess I'm having an Aleppo moment in the former president of Mexico.
But I'm giving you the whole world.
I know.
Anybody in the world you like. Anybody. Pick any leader.
The former president of Mexico.
Which one?
I'm having a brain.
Well, name anybody.
Fox.
Okay, who's your favorite foreign leader? Get him off the hook. Name a foreign leader you respect.
He was terrific.
When Johnson says Aleppo moment, he's referring to another cringeworthy gaffe when he was asked about the city at the heart of the Syrian humanitarian crisis.
What would you do if you were elected about Aleppo?
About
Aleppo.
And what is Aleppo?
You're kidding.
No.
And tonight on Hillary Clinton's campaign plane, we asked,
who's your favorite world leader?
Oh, let me think. No. Look, I like a lot of the world leaders. One of my favorites is Angela Merkel.
Hillary Clinton laughing there. Gary Johnson is not laughing, but he is tweeting saying today it's been almost 24 hours and I still can't come up with a foreign leader I look up to. David?
Trying to use humor to get past it all. Cecilia Vega, our thanks to you. And the next presidential debate, 10 days if you're counting, Sunday, October 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern, co-moderated by our own Martha Raddatz, live. And of course, you can see it right here on ABC. In the meantime, there is still much more ahead on World News Tonight this Thursday. The so-called Gone Girl case making national headlines. The couple once accused of a hoax